Madam Deputy Speaker, the Chancellor said that she would not make any commitments that were not, and I quote, fully funded and fully costed. But the Chief Secretary to the Treasury has just said that he now expects us to wait until the autumn to hear how they intend to cover the £6 billion of unfunded commitments which their U-turns have run up in the last month alone. A government divided, a government racking up unfunded spending, a government wrecking the public finances. And why is the Chief Secretary not prepared to explain how they will fund these U-turns? Well, there are surely only two possible answers, Madam Deputy Speaker. Either the Treasury have made them without a clue as to how they will be funded, or they do know but are refusing to tell us. Either is completely unacceptable. So can the Chief Secretary set aside the usual blather that we have just heard and tell us whether he knows how these unfunded tax commitments will be paid for, or is his government simply refusing to say? Madam Deputy Speaker, the House will also have noted the inherent contradiction in the Chief Secretary sticking to the line that decisions will be made at a fiscal event in the normal way, when that is precisely what the government have not done. By losing control of the finances and of its own parliamentary party, the government has made significant fiscal decisions outside of a fiscal event. So can I ask the Chief Secretary, the Chancellor said that at the budget, she would not be coming back with more tax rises. Is this still the position? And will the Chief Secretary rule out a wealth tax, along with reconfirming that there will be no rise in income tax, national insurance or VAT? The Chancellor said she would not extend the freeze on tax thresholds because it would hurt working people. Is this still the position? And can the Chief Secretary confirm that the Chancellor will not be adding to her fiscal black hole by scrapping the two-child benefit cap? And can I also ask whether consideration...
The Shadow Chancellor will know the time limit. I'm sure that this is his last sentence.
It is indeed, Madam. It certainly is now, Madam Deputy Speaker. If ministers are to begin putting their house back in order, that must start right now with full transparency and proper answers.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I think the House knows what losing control of the public finances look like, because under the Tory Conservative government, when interest rates went through the roof, when there was chairs of Treasury Select Committee calling out the irresponsible behaviour of Liz Truss and her ministers in the Treasury, when families were paying higher mortgage bases, that, Madam Deputy Speaker, is what losing control of the public finances looked like, and that's why the party opposite lost control of government and are in opposition today. He asks me, Madam Deputy Speaker, to comment on forecasts of annually managed expenditure. He's asked me to comment on future tax decisions. He's a man, Madam Deputy Speaker, that knows how this works. All of that happens with a forecast and a budget, which will happen in the autumn.